Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank each and every one of y'all for clicking on the video. Well, today I woke up and I went to town and I went to Tractor Supply and I got some things for the puppies, and I got a few other things that were our next project that we're fixing to get started. Let me turn this over to Steph and open it up here. So there is one thing I'm really excited about, and that is the pump that we can actually stick in the gas, our gas jugs over here. We'll stick that in there, push a button, and it actually pumps it into the lawnmower or the side-by-side, whatever we're going to use, the four-wheelers, and I don't have to pour it because we was wasting a lot of gas that way. And then I'm going to show you what I got here.
I love the
We got 7 collars. So they only had 3 pink ones, so I got a dark pink one. And then we got the 3 blue ones because we got 4 girls and 3 boys. So here's the deal with that though. We're not going to put these on the dogs on our channel, or this channel now. We're going to encourage you to go over to Steph's channel, Live on the Eddy Family Farm, and her and the girls and the kids are going to actually be putting these on the dogs, and we're going to start trying to recognize which ones they are, because right now we just go out there and they're dogs. They all look the same. Steph says she can tell one of them apart. And then we got some more wire. I'm going to go ahead and take this with me. I got some batteries on the way, and I'm going to show you that neat little pump. And I actually seen one of these pumps, and what kind of reminded me of that was when I actually went up to Keeping It Dutch. He had a pump like that, and that's how he filled all of his generators and stuff. So I think I want one of them because it doesn't waste the fuel. And when you try to pour in something, we always waste something. But the wire is going to be for our new pen that we're fixing to build. It's not going to be like the guinea pen. I'm going to show you up here. I'm just super proud of this pen here. I absolutely love it, and I'm glad I come back and put a door on it like this. But I just love those guineas. They're awesome. And as I was cleaning out some boxes, I found another waterer, so we got that out. Today is the day that we actually go through and clean the waterers and give them fresh water, just because there's no shade, so they get that algae built up. And if you watched the video the other day, we already cut all the wood to make another one of these pens. And that's what we're going to be doing after a while. I love those pens. Like I say, is we got to bring some dirt in, but for the most part, those chickens are big enough they can't get out. But what we're going to be doing, and I talked to Steph a little bit about this, is here after a bit, me and Leighton will come over, and I don't know if we'll get the project done, but we're going to start. What we're going to do is we've had this pen for about 3.5 years now, and it's lasted us longer than what I thought. And we're going to go ahead and take some of the lumber off of it to use.
I mean, the tin is really good too still. So we can still use the tin.
Yeah, we can use the tin, but you know, the way we got them over there, I don't know if we'll use the tin on that. Now I do want to use the actual plywood. We can use the plywood on that. And I do know that we're going to reuse the hinges. I've already kind of come over here and robbed a couple of the hinges off of this one. And then the nesting box, we can actually keep that nesting box, and I'll probably cut the nesting box in half here. Cut it in half, and then we'll attach it to the last pen I built, and then probably the pen that we're going to build. And then from there, it should, I think it should work. But we got a little bit of rain last night. I'm waiting for the ground to kind of settle in here. This is where we put the septic tank, and once it starts settling in, we'll get a tractor, come back through here, smooth it out. I'm going to put a little top over this. That way, if we ever have to get it cleaned out, we can clean it out. And then we're going to come back and clean all this up. And then this is the area that most YouTubers have, one of these areas. But we're going to gather up all that stuff, and we're going to move it on back there in the back and stack it up and get rid of the stuff that we don't need, and basically keep the stuff that we do need.
Yep.
So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and actually check their water right now, really. Yeah, their water's, I mean, like I say, you see a little bit of, you know, the algae stuff in it. But the way we've been doing it, ranching them out, cleaning them once a week, it keeps all the algae down. So here in a second, we're going to get the water hose and we'll come back here and clean those out. And that there is the bottom actually cracked on that water. So we just took one of those drawers and pulled it out and set it in there, and it works out perfect. But these guys are some messy little guys. I can't wait to see how many hens and roosters we got. I can't remember. Some of these were supposed to be a straight run of hens, but we had a hard time keeping the birds alive when they was running free. So we're not, yeah, we want to be careful and keep all the birds actually locked up. All right, so like I say, guys, these puppies, they pretty much just lay around. They stay really cool, but we like keeping the chickens in here with them because in the evening times, you know, the chickens will come out and play, but the puppies will interact with the chickens as well, so that's really cool. But they just hang out underneath there. Yeah, they just hang out underneath there. They pretty, ain't they?
You step on your finger and it's down.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of tell the difference on some of them's nose. But like I said, will you hand me that water hose? I'm gonna go ahead and wash their water out. Like I said, it's rained the last 2 days, which I ain't complaining, but it makes for a mess in their waters. This has worked out perfect. I need to bring it back this way just a little bit. See if it, all the dirt and stuff, it's all coming down here. I wonder if I can stick a stick right there. You better move, you're gonna get wet. But a lot of people don't understand the difference between these dogs and your typical, you know, house dogs. These dogs are trained to this type of environment, and you know, they're used to the animals and stuff. That's the reason why we're putting them out here with the animals, is to actually keep them trained or start training. Okay, guys, at this point, our microphones actually went dead. So, but what I was talking about is, you know, there's a lot of people, we get a lot of comments on people, you know, saying the conditions they're in. But, you know, these are livestock guardian dogs. You know, this is in their bloodline. And, you know, they stay out there with the animals, so they do interact, and they are used to them when they grow up. But, you know, they get food, they get water. I know there's a lot of comments talk about, you know,
need to soften their dog food up, that is puppy chow. That is soft for the dogs. So, and here's the deal: everybody takes care of their animals different. I've got an uncle that has been that has raised dogs all of his life, and spoke with him, and he basically says there's two different ways to doing things, especially with livestock guardian dogs and regular dogs. But anyways, we're going to finish filling this water up, and then we're going to move on.
All right, guys, I absolutely love those puppies. It's going to be so hard to turn loose of all of them, but that's the good deal about this. We get to choose what homes they go to, and we get to make sure they're going to a good home. And yeah, pretty excited. We get to meet some new people too that we haven't had at the farm, where they're all going to be here, so it's going to be pretty neat. It's just one of those deals. I read some comments, and some comments was asking if we was breeders or whatever. No, we're not breeders. This ain't something that's going to happen all the time. Going to fill up the water, and I'm going to show you the turtles. We got some leftover chicken from the other night. I'm going to go get this chicken, and we're going to throw it in and see if they eat the meat. So I got this chicken, and the deal is the kids actually cleaned out the icebox yesterday, and I seen it in the trash. I was like, no, I want to give it to the turtles and see if they eat it. So we're trying new things because I'm having a problem with my gallbladder. So I'm having to eat stuff that ain't fried, and let me tell you, that is a chore. Last night I went ahead and ate some hot dogs and stuff like that, and I paid for it. It hurt like a son of a gun. You can't see it very well just because it's dark, but I don't know. Some people just kind of skim through the video. They don't watch everything all the way through, and then they put a comment in that obviously it's already been done. So while we're dealing with the turtles, let's go over there and check the turtle trap. We're check the turtle trap while we're over here, and the kids are inside cooling off, and me and Steph's going to go look at the garden, and then we're going to try to get our day started.
You don't want to just walk through here?
No. Not used to it being open. But we do have some new little friends that's going to be coming to the farm soon.
Yes, we do.
And Stephanie is all excited about them.
I'm very excited.
All right. We don't have none, which is good.
Could be because that log's back out there.
Yeah.
That log was on the bank for a long time.
But you can tell that the ponds went down quite a bit, but you got to take in consideration that the fish are here as well. Oh, did y'all see? I caught that on camera. That is amazing.
That was pretty cool.
Wow.
We know we at least got one fish.
Yeah. Leighton won't believe that. We need to actually go back fishing again.
Get some more.
And get some more.
Get some more shiners too.
Yep. And start putting them in the pond. And It's just amazing. It's so crazy. You remember, Steph? We had to stop right there because that barn was sitting right there.
There was nothing. You
Nothing.
couldn't get through none of this.
Nothing here at all. And there was a huge tree right here, and wow, I don't know, it's so crazy. We go back and look at some of the old videos, and it's just like, it's amazing what you can do when you set your mind to it.
I wonder where that tree actually was.
The tree was right here.
Was it around here? Because I remember the kids would get underneath it because it was a huge tree.
It was right in here.
It's one of those trees, if it wasn't in our roadway path, we would have kept it because it was a big, pretty tree.
Yeah.
But
we had to take it out to put in the road, so. But yeah, I'll see. I may start working on a video, a time lapse ever since we moved out here, just to kind of show y'all, because it is pretty cool. It's kind of crazy to, believe it or not, it is wild just thinking what this used to be. I mean, you couldn't even see that pond. It was so crazy.
I was actually scared to walk up close enough to see the actual pond there because it was all high and snaky looking.
It was crazy. But there's the llamas, the ponies all up front.
That's why we have to keep the gate shut.
Yeah, they're up there eating that Bermuda grass. Llama's being nosy. But anyways, this is kind of our walk that we do in the evenings, is to come by and look at the fence, make sure nothing's touching. But I can remember coming back here cleaning this out. Yeah. This was the last part of the fence line we cleaned out. And we still need to come down here and cut this tree. And we got this brush. Hey, we might just burn tonight.
Go ahead and make some burn calls.
Yeah, we may just go ahead and set all this on fire.
Yeah, because everything around it's pretty wet from yesterday.
Yeah.
Just hopefully it's not too wet to burn.
Yeah, I may go down the road and get William's tractor and come down here and push everything up and have a big burn. But yeah, over here, Fred actually wanted out over here with these cows, and he jumped over there and then realized he couldn't get nowhere, but he bent everything. So he ended up finding a way out down there. But I still got to get some more barbed wire and run a couple more strands, just because I did make these strands really close because we was going to have goats. But eventually I'd like to come through here and put a new fence. I don't want to take out all these trees through here because it's a beautiful, just beautiful all the way down there. As far as you can see, that takes you back down there where we actually deer hunt, way back down.
Is that a chicken hawk?
Yeah, that's a chicken hawk. But it takes you way back down there where we actually deer hunt. But I was told just to leave this fence here, and then I could put up another one, because here in the state of Oklahoma, if a fence has been there for so long, that's the property line. So if you put the goats in a pen, you can force them to eat all the grass. If they're open, like they are right now, they're wide open, they eat what they want. And inside here is the same thing. They'll eat what they want, not unless they run out of the limbs and stuff. And they're
kind of like kids. Like if you give them a bowl of broccoli to eat every day, if they're hungry, they're going to eat it. But if they're not hungry, they're not going to eat it. But if you put a bowl of ice cream out there and a bowl of broccoli, they're going to eat the ice cream every time before they eat the broccoli. Yeah. So
anyways, we're going to get up here and we're going to fuel everything up. And I want to show y'all my little pump. I'm super excited about the pump. What y'all girls doing?
They're napping.
I see your nest.
They got a nest in there?
Yeah. I love those splashes. They got all the everything in the world, and they decide to come up here and hang out by the house. Y'all decide to come hang out by the house. Huh? They all just laying there relaxing in the shade. Yeah. Hold on. There's Teacup. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got 29, 32.
32.
But where's the babies? Oh, they're under the car.
Well, Cinderella's not.
Isn't this what?
Okay, guys, we are going to back up just a little bit. We got our batteries now. I am so excited about this gas pump deal. I want to show y'all. So let's get it all hooked up. I'm telling you, if you don't have one of these things, you're going to want one, especially if you use a lot of gas out of the gas cans and stuff like that. So,
Isn't this what people use to like take gas out of people's cars?
yeah, you can like if we needed to, we could siphon some gas out of ours.
Out of the four-wheeler and put it into the car?
Yeah, so basically you got to get 2 of these. Oh, right there, down.
Yeah.
Them are some big old batteries. I don't think I've ever used anything with that big of a battery. And here's the deal. I usually don't leave links in the description box, but you can get these off of Amazon, and I will leave a link because this is cool. You can barely hear it. So, I'm gonna turn it off. We're going to try to fill up the lawnmower first. So, especially these here, I always have a hard time pouring that in there. We had to transport these in the car, so I put the cover over there. You want to stick that right there. And I may have to pull out the, I don't know if it'll let me pull that out or not. There it is. Check that out.
And let's see if it stops immediately right when you press off.
Check that out, boys and girls. Let's see if it stops. Oh, it does, don't it?
But it still has gas.
It still's got some gas in it.
It's kind of like a
pretty
water
neat.
hose. It just leaks out. So would it take like half of this?
I think it'll take you, yeah, half. And then from here we'll go over and actually start on the side by side. And then we'll probably wrap the video up.
Starts working and I'll run out of gas. Oh yeah, he's almost there. All right, stop it.
Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Put it in that red and, oh, it's done.
Yeah.
I didn't stop it in time. That's my fault. All right.
I forget how short they go.
All right, come on over here.
Wish there was a way you could see if it's getting filled up.
That's what I'm fixing to do. Oh, it just shows we're on the half of a tank.
Where it blows up.
Yep. All right, guys. So I enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to do that all day. So, all right, guys. So we didn't make it up to the garden, and I think we're going to go ahead and get the tractor and push everything up and have a big brush fire tonight. That's how quick everything changes around here. So I think I'm going to drive up to Marie and Williams and borrow their tractor, and then we'll come back and we'll get busy. But we want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching our videos and just following us along and being a part of our family. And don't think by you just sitting there, doesn't mean nothing to us. With you watching, we greatly appreciate it. We love seeing your comments. We can't comment back on each one of them, but we do leave some hearts sometimes. But that's the reason why we go live once a week, so we can spend our time with y'all. And usually it is from 9 p.m. Usually the time's in between 9 p.m. and midnight. So we'd gladly love for you to join us in one of our lives and just be a part of our family. So we're going to go ahead and get our day started, go get a tractor and start pushing some brush.